You're about to listen to TADPOG, Tyler and Dave Play Old Games. It's a comedy video game podcast. We would like to stress that the hosts are not experts and are really just very crass commentators. Seriously, this is an explicit podcast that happens to talk about video games sometimes. So please enjoy this pretty okay podcast with Tyler and Dave.
Hello, Internet, and welcome to another TADPOG podcast. Just a little podcast show we do weekly.
Yeah.
Once a week.
The only podcast on the internet that's doing it well.
Doing it round?
Doing it round?
Doing it round. Is it round or well?
I think it's well.
See, I thought it was round.
What the
yeah,
hell
like
does that
like
even
around
mean?
the world.
Doing it round?
doing it round.
I don't think that's how it goes.
I don't know. Let's call Nikki. Pipe Nikki through.
Yeah, she'll know. She'll know for sure. I'm pretty sure I know too. Why don't you trust me?
Because I feel like all the music of that era is all like Nikki's forte.
No, it is true, especially in that genre. But my aunt Peggy, hi Aunt Peggy, she listens. She also was all about those 90 jams. She is actually. I remember the reason I remember this last night because Dave Chappelle whenever he does a stand up seems to have some kind of like Fuji reference like in the name of the show or something, or that a song is mentioned or played, like "Killing Me Softly," and every time I see a Dave Chappelle stand-up, I think of my Aunt Peggy because of the Fugees reference. And I remember hearing the Fugees for the first time over at her house when I was like 11.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, we like the Fugees in that house.
But so that was one of the first songs. Was that the first song I ever downloaded off Napster?
Which one?
It might have been Killing Me Softly. Killing Me Softly or When a Man Loves a Woman by Percy Sledge. It's one of those two.
Nice. Doing it well, though. That was like, what, LL Cool J?
Maybe.
Yeah, we don't know.
I don't know.
Well, I should call Nikki. We'll get her on the line.
But I'm your bearded host, Tyler, and, well, I got shit out of order. Oh, well. We're playing through the NES Classic. This week, we are in the K's with Kid Icarus.
Kid Icarus. One of the 2K games that we're going to be playing.
Not 2K the studio, but the 2K.
Yeah, we're going to do 2K games. 2 episodes. We're going to take a little break from NES games and talk about Bioshock.
But, like I said, I'm your bearded host, Tyler, and there's a package here from one Paul Clewell. Ruby Baron, Paul Clewell.
Hey, I know that guy.
Yeah.
He told me to be prepared with chicken tendies.
That's why, because he alluded to hot sauces. So I went ahead and opened the package because I know whenever Paul sends us hot sauces, they are fucking wrapped up like Edward 40 hands. Like it is. So I open it up to Pope's hot sauce. There are 4 of these that I extracted with a knife over the course of several minutes, which saved us what would have been the most boring audio.
Yeah. No, I'm super glad you opened them early. Pope's, eh?
Is the box on top. I'll take a picture of this and put it on the Instagram because I'm doing that again.
Nice.
Let's see. So Pope's crafted for quality hot sauces. Our signature 4-pack of heated goodness.
Heated goodness. So the 4 flavors are Burning River, Whiskey River, Smoking River, and Smoked Tequila. And River City Ransom.
River City Ransom.
You actually have to sign a waiver that when you eat this hot sauce, a bunch of generic dudes come in and fucking kidnap your girlfriend.
It tastes like blood.
So this is a Spicy Boys package, is what you're saying?
Yeah, it is. All right. Well, the first one I'm grabbing here is the red one, Pope's Burning River hot sauce.
Is this the lowest tier? Are we going to do that? Can we determine the
I don't know.
lowest tier?
I don't see any sort of ranking on them.
Fuck it. We'll just do it live. I feel like the red's probably going to be the hottest, though. I'm looking at 2 black labels, a white label, and a red one.
Ooh, that smells. Red's
going to be hot.
All right, so you want to go...
Let's do the white one, or is that gray?
It's white.
That's probably the least hot. It looks like it's green hot sauce,
the smoked tequila.
Yeah, that's gonna be kids stuff.
Yeah, it doesn't smell nearly as potent. Nope.
Burp.
Grab that out. Put some on chippies.
All right, yeah. We'll put this on my chippies.
No one else gets that reference but me and Dave because we talked about it earlier. Nothing like a good inside joke between the 2 hosts that isn't explained on the show.
Oh, hey, you know what? We can do that. You know why?
Because it's our fucking show.
It's our fucking show, and also it's our 5th birthday. Did you know that? It's our 5th
is it?
birthday.
Oh,
So
damn.
our first episode published on December 28th, 2012. We are 5 years old now. Our fucking podcast can go to kindergarten if we
That's
want,
true.
or we can wait another year. We'll discuss it.
So
Tyler
they'll
and I-
they'll be a big kid
Yeah.
and get their license earlier and then tote people around.
Right, we'll figure it out.
Yeah.
But there are advantages to waiting before sending your podcast to kindergarten.
Yeah.
So I don't know. We'll see. But because it's our birthday, my favorite thing about a birthday is you can be a complete asshole, and if anyone confronts you about it, you can be like, "It's my birthday."
Yep.
And they have to back down. It's the law.
That's true. And if you don't like something, you can just get mad. And why? Birthday blues. Well, okay.
Yeah, I know, right? All right, you ready to eat this smoked
tequila.
tequila hot sauce? Popes.
Smells really good.
It does smell really good. What do you think?
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, I think it's tasty.
It's flavorful.
It is. Not hot at all.
No, not
But
really.
but it does taste good.
Yeah, it has like, you can taste like tequila and like chilies, which is good.
I don't even like tequila. I like that.
Do you have a bad experience with tequila as a youth?
Oh, yeah, totally. I think I probably told the story on the show, but it was a long time ago. The night I lost my virginity in college, because I was that guy, lost my virginity in college. Not in middle school like a regular person. I got shit-faced on tequila and threw up in the girls' dorm room, like everywhere. And then, like, it was a conjoined dorm room, like they shared a bathroom.
Uh-huh.
And I remember going in the bathroom to throw up, and I'm pretty sure I've told you about this.
I think you have, but I want to hear it again.
All right, great. And there was what looked like a loose Rice Krispie treat in the toilet. I threw up on that, and then I remember, like, the next day asking who eventually became my girlfriend, who is now my ex-girlfriend, what the hell?
Never recall it.
You know,
Okay.
what the hell it was. And she's like, oh, yeah, my sweet mate has like a uterine lining disorder. So it's like once a month instead of like a regular period, like a Rice Krispie treat comes out.
She gives birth to a baby dragon.
Yeah. But hey, I got sick on tequila, but doesn't matter because I had sex. Next up, was that a green label?
Then we got the green one and the black one.
Let's try-
Whiskey River and Smoking River.
Oh, those are neither of those are going to be hot. Let's try the green.
Green, all right. Smoking River.
Smoking River.
So far, these are like, that was like an HQ quality sauce.
Yeah, these are nice. I like these. So far, so good.
It's like you know your shit, Paul.
I know, right? All right, this says hickory smoked jalapenos, garlic, onions, peppers, and arrowroot. Are you familiar with that? Arrowroot? What is arrowroot? Just like
They used it as like a thickener, like way back in the day before cornstarch was the thing.
all right. Like, what does it call it? Gum? What is that gum thing?
I know what you're talking about.
You know, neither of us know.
Gum.
But the gum thing,
Gum.
you know?
Gum
Okay.
Arabic or gum?
Yeah, gum
Yeah.
Arabic. All right.
All right, here
Ready?
we go. Smoking River.
Let's do it. Let's smoke this river. Oh, that's good.
A slight touch of heat in comparison to the...
Yeah, not very hot, but that flavor is really good. I like this a lot.
Yeah, it's like a sweet and sour kind of thing.
I had more of that Heaven times 6 today for lunch.
Yeah.
Man, that stuff is so good. Henry had some.
Oh, really?
Yeah, my 3-year-old, like, Henry, you all know Henry. I don't know why I said my 3-year-old. He was all about it, man. He wanted to take my lettuce from my taco and dip it in the sauce. And it's like the first time was amazing because, like, he ate the lettuce and it's like his eyes got real wide and it was like, I've never seen this kid move so fucking fast, man. He like grabbed his water bottle and just started chugging it, set it down and goes, shivered, and then like I guess realized that didn't work. So he grabbed his fork again with like super speed, grabbed his fork and just started shoveling refried beans in his mouth. He took like 3 bites of those, threw the fork down, kind of slumped back in his chair, went, again, shivered again, and then grabbed another piece of lettuce and was wanting to dip it in the hot sauce. I was like, oh, God, I fucking love you. I love you. I cannot wait until you're older and we can fucking do some crazy hot sauce shit together.
So the next one is Whiskey River.
Whiskey River.
Whiskey
That's
River.
Soggy Water Bottom Boys.
Soggy Bottom Boys. So the soggy water's soggy.
Soggy is-
because of the boys. So
know. The Captain Crunch villains, the Soggies. All right, so this is the Whiskey River hot sauce. This has got apple cider vinegar, jalapenos, crushed tomatoes, salt, garlic, onions, and whiskey.
All right.
You guessed it. All right, you ready?
Yes.
Let's do it. This is a red sauce. This is the first red sauce. Everything else has been green. I don't like this one as much, but I don't like whiskey. It certainly has a whiskey flavor.
Most all like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's good. And they're very. I guess I'm so used to sauces being either barbecue or hot, and these are like these are complex.
Yeah, and this one, especially the Whiskey River, somewhere in between, like a barbecue and a hot sauce, I feel like. Yeah, these are complex is a good word for it. It's like you're a chef or something.
Used to be. No mo. So Burning River is the last one.
Oh, so we just had Whiskey River. This is Burning River. Okay.
Burning River.
Now, this is also a red sauce. This is what I assume is going to be the hottest. But then again, I think it's probably going to taste just like the other one without the whiskey flavor because it's got the same stuff.
Maybe, yeah.
Apple cider, vinegar, jalapenos, crushed tomatoes, salt, garlic, onions.
And I've only managed to eat two of the chicken tendies, so I can give you back to you to complete your dinner.
That's great because before, as I gave you the tendies, I was guilting you. I was like, "This is my dinner. These 5 chicken tenders are my dinner."
You're taking food out of my mouth.
All right, you ready to do it? This is what is this again? Burning River.
Burning River.
All right, we'll be the judge of that.
Smells hot.
Yeah, this does smell the hottest of the 4 for sure.
But not particularly hot.
It's not, but it's good. I like the garlic in this one for sure.
Yeah, all 4 of those. Like those are good sauces.
They are good. Thank you, Paul.
That's a good get, Paul.
We like spicy stuff. We know, and hot sauces in general. I don't think a lot of these were super
just good
spicy,
stuff.
but they were tasty. That is Paul Clewell, a.k.a. Ruby Baron Paul Clewell of the Loaded Cart podcast. I'll have a link to his show in the show notes for this episode at TADPOG.com. And if you want to be cool and send us hot sauces like Paul, we do have a P.O. box.
That is, you can send that to TADPOG Studios, care of Nicole Nance, P.O. Box 3785, Paducah, Kentucky, 42002.
Why'd you say 4 like that?
Because I breathed in.
Oh, yeah.
I could do it all in one breath.
But, I got you.
4.
It sounded like an Earthworm Jim sound clip or something.
Woo, doggy. 4.
Groovy.
Well, Dave, I feel like it's about that time. You just want to read from Wikipedia?
Time to get loud?
Yeah.
I do.
I hear you reading from Wikipedia.
And chewing on chicken. So, yes, of course. Let's do a little segment that we like to call Dave Reads from Wikipedia. This is a blind read. Usually I like to read ahead, but not tonight.
Yeah.
Kid Icarus. Okay, guys. Kid Icarus, or as it's known in Japan, this is not going to be nearly as racist as you might expect. Light mythology column, light mythology : Palutena's Mirror. It is an action platform video game. I got to back that up. What a weird name change from Light Mythology, Palutena's Mirror to Kid Icarus.
Yep.
I have a theory, and my theory would be that Nintendo of America maybe wanted to quash any kind of like religious stuff.
There you go.
And they were like, I don't know. We don't want people to think this is an angel. He's got wings.
Who else had wings? Daedalus. I don't think I like that. Who else? Icarus? Okay,
Icarus,
yeah. But like a baby version.
Yeah.
Kid Icarus? Yeah.
Baby Icarus. No. That sounds weird.
That makes it like a baby game. No one's playing a fucking baby game.
It is an action platform video game for the Family Computer Disk System in Japan and the Nintendo Entertainment System in Europe and North America. It is the first entry in Nintendo's Kid Icarus series, and it was published in Japan in 1986, and it came out in Europe and North America in 1987. It came out later. It was re-released on the Game Boy Advance, Wii, Virtual Console, all that good stuff. So the plot of Kid Icarus revolves around the protagonist. His name is Pit. His name is not Icarus.
Not Kid Icarus.
Not Icarus. Not the Icarus Kid.
And I think I get the Legend of Zelda. Okay, you have your own columns with that, like but your Link. I feel like this one is really ridiculous because Kid Icarus, it's a kid who has wings. Like, why is he not Kid? Like, okay, whatever. Pit, sure, Pit.
I don't know. And honestly, I didn't even know. I'll be real with you, dude. When we our last episode was on Ice Climber. Pit is also another character that I'm most familiar with from Smash Brothers, the Smash Brothers series.
Yep.
And it's like, I played maybe like 10 minutes of Kid Icarus in my life before I played it for this show. And I didn't really like it a whole lot when I first played it.
Yeah.
I want to get into how I feel about it, you know, now, currently, and just a little bit. But man, when I played it, like, and I remember when Nesticle, the popular NES emulator from the early 2000s, when I became aware of that thing, I was like, oh, I'm going to play all the games I didn't play as a kid. Kid Icarus was one of them, and I don't know, didn't go so well.
Oh yeah, you had choices at that point, so it's like if something didn't hook you, you'd be like, fuck it.
That is true. It wasn't a situation where I was like 7 years old and stuck with 4 games. Right? I had the whole internet library in front of me. So Kid Icarus, Pit needs the quest for 3 sacred treasures, which he must equip to rescue the Grecian fantasy world Angel Land and its ruler, the goddess Palutena. And then he plays Pit and stuff like that.
Yep.
We'll get into it. We got a whole thing about this game.
Dave.
Yeah.
I think this, for being a game that is not buggy or shitty, I think this is the hardest NES game I've ever played.
Yeah, this is a hard game. Yeah, if you take all like bugs and shit out of that, because it's like there are plenty of NES games that are fucking hard because they're glitchy.
Yep.
This isn't a glitchy game. I think this is just, in fact, the only joke that I have prepared to bring to the table right now is this game was like ridiculous hard.
Because I mean, I don't think Ghosts and Goblins has shit on this game. I think this is harder than that.
Ghosts and Goblins is a fickle creature because it's like Ghosts and Goblins is kind of glitchy. Ghosts and Goblins is kind of janky, but I don't know, man. I think I could beat Ghosts and Goblins before I beat Kid Icarus.
Really?
Yeah, I do. Because it's like, I don't know, man. Kid Icarus, like, I feel like once you figure out the dungeon layouts and stuff like that, like, I think a lot of the difficulty of Kid Icarus is the exploration part of it. Kid Icarus is a weird fucking game.
Yeah.
It is a weird game because it's like, especially having not played it as a kid, having like spent no time with it before now. It's like a combination of like Super Mario Brothers platforming and Ice Climber platforming because there's like the first area essentially is just vertical platforming. Very Ice Climbers.
It controls, it's like you're in that certain levels of World 7 and Mario 3 because it's the vertical, and if you walk off the side of the screen, you appear on the other side.
Yeah,
like
wraps.
Yeah, like that's very, very different from
Got wraps like a mummy.
And Pit controls like Luigi from Mario 2 because it's sort of like he jumps really high, it's sort of floaty, and it's like he's always on ice a little bit. Like controlling Pit it takes getting used to.
Which is really fun because there are ice levels later on. I don't know.
Great.
Yeah, so it's like he's extra slippery.
I didn't make it that far.
But it's also like a combination of Metroid and The Legend of Zelda. It's like a whole bunch of Nintendo mixed up into one game.
Because it's called like Metroid's sister game because they same designer, they came out on roughly the same time.
They were in development at the same time too, and they're built on the same engine and everything.
But other than sort of, I mean, I can see where they control similarly. But other than that, man, like Kid Icarus is its own beast. Like it's a horse of a different color. But that being said, like it's hard, and I couldn't get that far in it. Like I got a couple stages in, but I can see where it's good and it has a dedicated fan base. Like, and I think it's well deserved. Like it's a well done but just crushingly hard game.
I don't think it's a bad game. I feel like we're doing the end of the show first. I'm fine with it. It's just kind of weird. It's our birthday.
Yeah. We do whatever we want.
I did that on the Patreon episode. That's for everybody who doesn't donate on Patreon. You get a little 50 Cent thrown in there. We're cool. We're good friends with 50 Cent. He's actually going to be on the show later.
Yeah. We actually call him 50.
Yeah, we call him 50.
It's a respect thing, not
but
50.
You call him 50.
50.
You call him 50. I call him Cent.
Yeah. We make sure whenever we address him, we have to say it
together.
In order.
Yeah, right. Sometimes I fuck up and say it first. He does not like it when you call him Cent 50.
Then you have to go Cent, and I go, come a 50.
We're on a last name, first name basis. But this game is, I mean, it's got like elements of The Legend of Zelda in it where it's like the way that this game is composed is you go through 3 levels, and at the 4th level in an area is a dungeon, Zelda style. But it's all side scrolling. It's nothing top down like Zelda is, but you do have to navigate through this dungeon, and you have to collect items of power, and you level up. You level up in this game, which I think is really neat. There is a lot going on in this game that seems like it is very simplistic. This is not a simplistic game.
As a kid, there was, man, this is another one of those good playground games where you can like dig in and a lot of content, talk to your friends about like their different passwords and what items they got, and yeah, there's as an adult it's hard to play this game because there's a lot to get into. But as like a kid, I would have fucking loved this.
I do think it's the kind of game where the longer you play it, the more you want to play it. At least that was the case with me, because it's like I probably put like 6 or 7 hours into this game. I didn't beat it. I got to the second dungeon, which is like the end of level 2. It's the end of the second level of 4 levels, where it's just like, and also speaking of weird mashups, the 4th level of this game is essentially a side-scrolling shooter.
Yeah.
Which is very weird. I mean, this game really doesn't feel like it knew what it wanted to do. Either that, or it wanted to do so much and just decided, fuck it, we're just going to
do it.
We're just going to do.
We'll be the last season of Dexter.
Yeah,
let's do all of it.
Right? Yeah, exactly. Well, or they're like, I don't know, man. This Metroid game's probably going to do well. Let's just experiment. Let's just play around with Kid Icarus.
Yeah, who cares if we don't get a sequel for 20 years?
Yeah, I know.
It's fine.
There are like, what, 2 other Kid Icarus games?
Because there was one for the Game Boy, and then the other one that came out on like the DS or the 3DS.
Yeah, I think with 3DS, I think.
And then he was included in Smash Brothers. So,
Along with Palutina.
Yep.
The goddess of light. Do you know the story of Kid Icarus?
No.
Let me tell you the story of Kid Icarus. You're going to love this. Okay, so there was a place called Angel Land. It's Grecian, Tyler. It's Grecian. There's no Christian themes whatsoever. You know, those Grecian angels. I don't know. I'm sure they existed. I don't know. I haven't done like Greek mythology since I was in 4th grade. I don't remember angels, but they were probably there. Angel Lounge, which is the Victoria's Secret Playboy Playhouse, I guess. The Angel Lounge. It is not that. It is a place that was ruled by 2 goddesses, Palutina, which I'm probably mispronouncing. Do you know how it's pronounced?
Palutina or Palutina?
Let's just do
Whichever.
it. Let's fucking it's our show.
Go for it.
Yeah, we can pronounce it however we want. She administered the light, and Medusa, she ruled the darkness. So what happened was Palutina is helping mankind grow crops, providing light for them to warm themselves and grow their own food. Meanwhile, Medusa's hindering mankind by denying them light, destroying their crops. So Palutina gets mad. She gets angry, and what does she do? The most logical thing possible. She not only banishes Medusa to the underworld, but before she does that, she's like, I'm gonna make you a hideous monster, and which seems really fucking spiteful. Like,
Okay.
There's no way this will ever backfire. You're a hideous monster. Also, go to hell, literally. So that happens. Medusa gets banished, which is really fucking harsh. I get it, but Medusa's also just kind of doing her job. She's the goddess of fucking darkness and shit. What do you expect her to do? I mean, I feel
You're
like,
right.
I mean, what are you gonna do? So Medusa decides she's going to get her revenge by taking over the seat of Palutina's rule, which is the palace in the sky. So Medusa takes all of the monsters in the underworld and unites them under one banner, which is to destroy the angels and Palutina. So this monster army goes to war with the angels. This is all Greek mythology. I don't know if you know this.
Yeah. Oh, completely. Yeah, Greek.
Medusa's army fucking rolls all over the army of light, turns all these fucking angels into statues, and she imprisons Palutina and bathes the world in darkness. So Palutina, what she does is she uses her last bit of magical strength to reach out to Pit, who is her former bodyguard, leader of her bodyguards, and he is in an underworld dungeon. He's been taken prisoner by Medusa and Medusa's minions. She uses her last bit of magical energy to contact him and provide him with a bow and arrow, and give him the mission to rescue everybody. And it's all up to Pit.
Yeah.
It's 100% Pit.
No, climb out of hell, defeat all of hell, yet save me.
Yeah.
We couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. No, you got me, bro.
The army couldn't do it, but you're essentially Rambo of angels.
There you go.
So we need your help. Pit escapes the dungeon and sets out to rescue Palutina and Angel Land by reclaiming 3 sacred treasures and defeating Medusa. So that's it. That's the setup. That's all in the instruction manual. The instruction manual is actually, I really like looking over it because there's a lot of, it just feels like a lot of effort went into it. It's like 24 pages. So it's like, it has like the lore. It does have like shitty's 80s art in it. And by that, I mean, it's like, as a graphic designer, it's weird looking at like a published piece and being like, that literally looks like a 12-year-old drew it. And it does. And that's like looking at old, and I love it. I mean, I'm not like, it's got its charm, right? And it's like those old.
So will my learning graphic design T-shirts.
Oh yeah, I know.
Just all charm.
I love it. But it also reminds me of like the old D&D manuals and rule books, where it's like that art is not good, but it's like it's so charming because it's almost quaint. It's almost like a Cracker Barrel menu. Where it's
a
like
demonic Cracker Barrel menu.
Yeah, it's like the Fiend Folio of Cracker Barrel. Excuse me, miss, I'd like to see your Fiend Folio menu, please. I would like to order 1 Demogorgon.
The old Satan's breakfast. Thank you.
Right. With a side of Orcus fries, please.
Oh, man.
So that's the story. What do you think? I'm going to put you on the spot.
Sure.
What do you think about the story?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not, I think it's pretty in-depth for a Nintendo
better than a
game.
lot of Nintendo game stories.
Yeah. Now, to be fair, I did not read the Ice Climber instruction manual.
That's true. And to be fair, like it's the Bible. So it's like they copied that out of the Bible.
Yeah, this is I think actually Kid Icarus is the lost book of the Bible. I read that on Bible.com.
Matthew, Mark, Luke, John, Icarus.
There's Icarus and then Kid Icarus. But they both talk about Jesus, but in conflicting viewpoints. But you have to remember the time. I don't know, man. I thought the instruction manual was 100% necessary.
Yeah.
If you don't have the instruction manual, which there's a PDF online, that's what I read. But like you need that or a guide or a FAQ or something, or else you are not going to understand this game.
No, not at all.
It is a complex fucking game that looks so simple on the outside.
Yeah, you just start playing and I remember playing it as a kid and like thinking it looked weird, and I was shooting stuff and missing and like jump up 2 screens dead, like just crushing as a kid. So I was like, fuck this.
Well, and you start out really underpowered.
Yeah.
Because you level up in the game. Like you start at the beginning, you are not really good at all. Like the character is like so weak and like has so little health too. I mean, you take like 3 or 4 hits and you're done. You do play as an angel who is really more Cupid than he is Icarus.
Yeah.
Kid Cupid would have been like probably a more like appropriate name, but then again, I guess maybe they thought that
That's Roman.
yeah, right,
So,
yeah, and
no way, it's right out.
and it's about lust. I mean, what happens if Cupid hits? What happens if Cupid hits a man around another man?
Help me, Mike Pence.
Yeah.
Help me.
That's why little secret. That's why Kid Icarus was taken out of the Bible. That chapter was taken out.
Yeah, that's why you get a sequel for 20 years.
Right? Yes.
Thanks, Obama. Thanks for getting us that Kid Icarus sequel.
By the way, can we publish the Bible too?
It's about time.
Can we do this? Can we please? I feel like we can.
Or like a short prequel to the Bible.
Yeah.
Like,
right.
what did God do before he made the universe?
Right.
Like, what was going on?
You know what, man? I really like the Bible, but I fucking hated the prequels. That was some straight garbo.
Did you hear Disney bought God and they're making more?
Did you hear Disney bought God and then killed him? And then made a whole bunch of movies about him. That can be a reference to anything.
It's true.
Not necessarily Star Wars. So you do play as Pitt, who is essentially, just think of Cupid, and that's who Pitt is.
Yeah.
He is a childish looking character. He's cherubic.
Yeah, there you go.
With like curly hair. He's got like a Spike Spiegel haircut, and he is short. He's wearing a tunic, and he has a very small bow from which he fires arrows at enemies. That has a very limited range. He can shoot. The good news is he can shoot in 3 directions.
Yeah.
He can shoot left and right and up. That's kind of a big deal. The shooting up is kind of
I
a
didn't
big
even
deal.
realize that for quite a while.
That makes a huge difference.
Yep.
Yeah, shooting up, especially in like the vertical scrolling levels where it's like enemies are always coming down
The fucking
on you.
ghosts that move like Medusa's head in Castlevania.
Yeah, totally. And then there's some really good sprite work in this game too. Like one of my favorite fucking enemies in this game, as far as art goes, are these. They're called one eyes, I think, or mono eyes, and they essentially to me look like they straight up look like a Matt Groening illustration or something because it's like they're these orange. Little orbs, essentially beholders without the eye stalks, and they have these yellow eyes, and it looks wonderful. And then there's also, it's weird, man, because like some of the sprites are really nice like that, and then some of the other sprites just feel like we gotta get this cartridge like in stores now, finish up what you're doing, and let's ship it. So I don't know what the story is there.
What noise do you think the Grim Reaper would make? Probably.
Screeching. Do you know what his name is? It is Reaper. And when he screeches, he's like summons those four little Reapers.
The Scream Reaper, the Screeper.
The Screeper. Do you know what the little Reapers are called?
Annoying as hell.
That is true. Their official name, though, is the Reapettes. So it is Reaper and the Reapettes. And he's impossible to kill.
Oh, I fucking hate him.
At first. So this is a nice example of the leveling system because it's like when you start out, the Reaper is impossible to kill.
Oh,
you
man.
cannot kill him. It does not matter
fucking
how
awful.
many arrows you pump into him. As far as I know, he's unkillable. But when you level up your bow, now you're able to kill him. And you level up your bow by there are a few different ways. Essentially, if there are these doors that you'll find.
It felt Monster Party-ish in the fact there were like these random ass doors that sometimes go nowhere, sometimes they do.
That's a good point.
Sometimes they're bosses.
I learned something because of Twitch chat. I did stream this on Twitch. There's a link in the show notes if you want to check out some of the gameplay. Someone in Twitch chat told me, because I went into an empty room, and I was like, what is this fucking empty room about? And someone in Twitch chat was like, oh, there'd be something here if you did better. I see. And that's how the leveling system works. It's really, I think, kind of cool because up until now we've played a lot of games that are score chasing games, like Ice Climber, for example, Galaga, stuff like that. This game rewards you based on your score and how well you do. And so it's like that room that I went in that was empty. If I had a higher score, had done better, killed more enemies, when I went into that room, there would have been a god there who's like, guess who's getting a level up, dog? It's you. And then he would have leveled up my bow.
See, because, man, I just felt like this game was like, it's a lot easier just to fucking jump over enemies and book it up.
Yeah, it is.
Way easier than just like killing shit.
Yeah, I think you're right. But
So-
I mean, I like killing shit.
Yeah.
So I mean, I spent a lot of time doing that.
Oh, I just avoided shit and just ran for
Really?
the door.
Yeah. Well, I wanted to kill stuff because I found myself farming hearts.
Yeah.
Like Castlevania, enemies drop hearts, and you use those hearts as currency to buy weapon upgrades and stuff like that.
Yeah, because you'd find random vendors and doors selling all sorts of stuff.
Yep. There are vendors that sell new weapons, which I think are really great. There's like there's a rod that essentially gives you 2 Ioun stones that, like, I'm sure everybody here is familiar with Ioun stones from D&D. They're these 2 little stones that revolve around you. They orbit around Pit and intercept enemies. And you can do cool shit with it, like just stand right outside of an enemy's range and let those Ioun stones kill the enemy for you. There is a bow upgrade, which allows you to apply like fire damage to your bow. And then there's another bow upgrade, which allows you to shoot your arrows farther. And
yeah, that'd be real nice. Real nice.
Yeah, because the range on the bow is not great.
Yeah.
For starters.
It's about like Simon Belmont's whip.
Yeah, you're right. No, I mean, you're totally right. It's not much farther than that. But I mean, this is where, like, I mean, I'm serious. Dude, I think this game is complex as hell. And it's pretty obtuse unless you read a guide or the instruction manual or something like that. Because it's like, when I played this in the early 2000s on Nesticle, I had no fucking clue what was going on.
Yeah.
None. Zero. And I never, ever, ever would have been able to complete the game. But I mean, yeah, it's super complex because it's like not only that, but it's like, okay, you can buy these weapons, these Ioun stones, this rod of power and this bow upgrade, but you cannot use it unless you have a certain amount of health. And you can't get a certain amount of health unless you level up. And you can't level up unless you are killing enemies and progressing through the game.
Gotcha.
So it's a really bizarre leveling system, but I think it's kind of cool.
Yeah.
For a game like this, which is essentially a side-scrolling platformer.
Got a little bit of everything. I can appreciate that.
Which sometimes doesn't work for me. Sometimes when a game has a whole bunch of everything, I fucking hate it.
Yeah.
But this I thought was okay. But like I said, I didn't beat it. I only got to about halfway through the game.
That's still impressive. So.
I do want to finish it, but the list of games that we've talked about on the show that I want to finish is getting really, really long. Mm-hmm. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it.
I think the music is great. The music and the sound effects.
You like the music?
Yeah. That first, as soon as you start playing, that is a good opening song.
You know, I don't disagree, but I also don't think the music was very memorable.
Oh no, man! I'll remember that. I'll remember that intro for a long time. Yeah.
I don't know. None of the songs stuck with me except for one, because I thought it was hilarious. And level 2, there's straight up a public domain like Civil War era song in this game, and it was driving me crazy because I'm playing it on Twitch, and I'm like, does anybody know what the fuck this song is? Because it sounds like drum and fife kind of shit. What is this? Time Lord Josh Edwards and Paul Pig around the same time let me know it's a song called The Girl I Left Behind, which I'll have a link to that in the show notes, which is straight up an American military like 1800s song. I don't know if this is what was used in the Japanese version or what, but I did think it's like whenever
Earthbound had plenty of the Beatles in it, so
know, right?
Why not have some Civil War?
Why not have some Civil War shit there? So I don't know, man. Whenever I'm playing a game and I hear like a public domain song in it, it's just kind of like, come on. Seriously, come on.
Oh, when the Saints.
Right? Yeah, like look, I love me some Sonic the Hedgehog 2, and I love Casino Night Zone, and I love that music, but it is a remix of the Saints when the Saints go marching in. It just is. So anytime something like that happens, it's just kind of like, I don't know, man. I feel like you guys can try it a little bit hard. I realize you're making Metroid at the same time, the game that everybody fucking loves, but I mean, come on.
Yeah, no, you're not wrong. Yeah, there's a lot of items. Like I wish I would have had the instruction booklet to have learned what items did or how to accrue things to buy. Because you just get like small hearts or half hearts. Certain rooms would have these flying, flashing Groucho Marx like nose mustache.
I'm so glad you said that. Do you know what those enemies are called? They're in the instruction manual. I love this instruction manual. I have to pronounce this very clearly, okay? So to not get into any kind of trouble, those are called speck noses. I'm assuming because of spectacles in the nose, right? Speck noses.
Or they're spectacular noses.
They are spectacular. But it's crazy. They look like fucking flying Groucho Marx disguises.
Yeah, that's exactly what they are.
You do.
They give like giant hearts when you kill them. But,
yeah, they do.
But they're also hard.
And that's just one of the chambers. Like there's different types of chambers. One of the chambers is you walk into it and it's just swarming with enemies that you have to kill and collect the hearts. It's essentially there just for you to hopefully not take a bunch of damage.
I mean, it's a good thing. You can just say fuck it and walk right back out if you want to.
Yeah,
and usually once you walk back out, it clears the enemies that are on the screen when you walked in the doorway.
And the fucking power-ups, man. Because it's like there are so many times where it's like there's been a potion that's been right outside that'll like heal my life back. And it's like, I tell you what, I need that potion right now. But I'm smart. I'm going to go through that door and I'm going to fight all those speck noses and come back out injured. I'm going to grab that potion. No, dog. They thought about that. It is gonzo. 100%.
That's pretty much all I have to say about it because like, yeah, there's a lot of nuance to it, but at the same time, it is like the action of it is straightforward. There's just a lot of add-ons.
Yeah, the action, I think you're right. The action is straightforward. It's pretty much either vertical platforming, side-scrolling platforming, and then the dungeon levels, which is pretty much just exploration. I feel like those levels are very Metroid-esque because you have to memorize the dungeon and remember how to get back to places and stuff like that.
I didn't even get that far to get to one of those. So
they're hard.
Yeah.
The dungeons I think are really, really hard. And they get bigger because the first dungeon took me a long time. And then when I got to the second dungeon, it's crazy because it's like getting from the first dungeon to the second dungeon was easy. Once I got out of the first dungeon, it was like, I feel like I've got my grips on this game. And I was able to kind of knock out the next 3 levels and then hit a wall in the next dungeon. But then again, anybody who's listened to the show for any length of time knows I don't love games where exploration is key. And that's totally what the dungeons are about. And it's like it's not the exploration that bothers me so much. It's whenever I'm in a dungeon in Kid Icarus, I feel like I am just trying to get through it without taking any damage because it's like as I'm exploring, going from room to room, those rooms respawn with enemies. So it's like if I'm just kind of looking around trying to get my bearings and find out where I am and where I need to go, I'm constantly being bombarded by enemies. They do have shops in the dungeons, which is kind of nice, where you can like buy healing potions and stuff like that.
Yep.
But then it just seems like I'm just prolonging the inevitable, where it's like, okay, I'll buy this healing potion and then go to the next room and lose that health that I just bought. And now I'm short on hearts because I just bought that potion. And it's just like, it's stressful.
Yeah.
It's just stressful. It's not that bad once you like know the route and stuff like that, but it's learning that route that is just, I don't know, painful. I've got other things I want to talk about the game if you're cool with it.
Yeah, do it.
I don't
roll out.
I don't mean to bombard the episode with Kid Ick.
Hey, when it comes to like a challenging nose to the grindstone sort of game, you're better than I am. So I expect you to have more to say about it.
I do like games. I do like challenging games. So you're right. I have a pet peeve about this game, and I like how it controls, except for one thing. The ducking. I don't know if you ran into a problem with the ducking, but it's like you can press down and Pit will duck. And he will also fall through a platform that is...
Yes. I've killed myself doing that.
I mean, I'm serious, dude. You just tap down and this motherfucker is dropping through a platform. So it's like there are instances in this game where I was playing and it's like something is attacking me. I could dodge it by ducking, but if I duck, I will plummet to my death. So I'm just going to go ahead and take this hit so that I don't die instantly, because falling to your death kills you instantly.
Yep.
It's better just to take the hit from whatever it is, the speck nose.
Because once the screen scrolls up, it will not scroll back down. Yeah, it's just line of death.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, do not go to the bottom. There is an item called, it's called by 2 names, the Angel's Wings and the Angel's Feather, that will, if you fall in a pit, it'll bounce you back up. So that's nice.
That is nice.
It's very expensive. I was only able to buy it one time, and didn't fall down. Didn't fall down when I got it. So I don't even know if that works. That's just a thing that I heard. I mentioned earlier in the story that the good angels, Palutena's angels, were turned to stone by Medusa and her army. In the game, you collect mallets as Pit. And when you get to a dungeon level, you will find statues, angel statues. And you can essentially press select to unequip your bow and equip a hammer, and you can smash a statue, which you would think would permanently kill the angel forever, but what it does is actually freeze it. So if you go into a dungeon with a bunch of hammers, the goal is to free a whole bunch of them. And what happens is when you get to the boss of that dungeon, those centurions come to your aid. And essentially every time you fire your bow, they fire with you.
Oh, well, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's a neat kind of thing. Of course, when I watched Darkwing Duck is a speedrunner, and Edgelord Kyle shared a video of Darkwing Duck speedrunning this game, and it's like he beats it. He made the world record I think a week or 2 ago, and of course he's not freeing any of the angels or anything. He's just he knows what to do. He goes in there and just fucking blasts the boss like I never fucking could. So of course I was breaking these fucking angels out just to help me wreck shop later on. I think it's a really cool mechanic. There's also, let's see, in the chambers. So we mentioned the chambers where you go in and the Groucho Marx glasses are flying around and stuff like that. There's also a bonus room, which is essentially like a Toad house from Super Mario Brothers 3. But there are pots that you need to shoot with your arrows. And there are items that you want inside these ceramic pots.
I got those once and got a repat.
Yes. Okay. So that is the god of poverty. To me, the god of poverty totally looks like the priest that is going to marry Beetlejuice to Lydia Dietz. It is like absolutely what the god of poverty looks like. And yes, I always got him too. If you get the god of poverty, you lose all of the items that you just got in that chamber, and it fucking sucks. Mm-hmm. There's also hot springs. That's another chamber that you can get. Did you run into these? Okay, so hot springs, the water in this game looks like kind of like a saw blade. It just looks like jagged saw teeth. Mm-hmm. A hot spring is yellow water, which...
But say, how would you fucking know the difference?
I know, exactly. Like the first time I ran across it, I was like, because I've seen red water, and I know that hurts. That's lava. And it's like, I've seen blue water, and that doesn't even act like water. You just die. So it's like, I don't know.
Is that pee?
Right, yeah, exactly. It might be pee. But if you go in there, it starts to heal you up, which is nice, man. Like whenever you run across that shit, it's like, fuck, yes. Although it's usually positioned, like I found like it's usually positioned like immediately after a location where I've spent a bunch of money on a potion. And it's like, sweet, I don't need this anymore. Great. Another thing that I think we absolutely need to talk about that I think is iconic to this game are the Eggplant Wizards. Are you familiar with the Eggplant Wizards?
Just from Captain N and the Game Masters.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'm glad that because I am not familiar with that show at all. So the Eggplant Wizards are in Captain N?
He's one of the Mother Brain's like top henchmen. Because Kid Icarus is in it, and of course he's small and they didn't have a good voice for him.
Is that what Kid Icarus sounds like?
To my recollection, like
see?
Mega Man didn't even have a voice. He was just
the Toad, essentially.
Yeah. That would be a good Patreon series.
The Captain N stuff?
Yeah, going through Captain N.
You know, it's weird, man. I loved video games as a kid. I really did, but that show did not appeal to me.
Oh, yeah?
Like,
man, I was fucking nuts for it.
Any fucking level. I like the Super Mario Brothers Super Show. I like the Legend of Zelda show, but it's just like, man, Captain N.
I took an NES controller and wove it through my belt loops like his belt. Like, I loved it.
Nice. I thought you were going to go in the direction like when I was a kid, what I would do when I wanted a Nintendo was made a Nintendo controller out of cardboard, attached a string to it as it would be a cord, and then whenever the Super Mario Brothers Super Show would come on, I would yell for my mom, Super Mario Brothers is on, Mom, like to try to get her attention. I was going for pity. I knew what I was doing. And then I would like get some Scotch tape and tape the end of the string to the television, and then I would sit there with my cardboard controller and pretend to play the Super Mario Brothers Super Show. This was my pathetic bid for my parents to buy me an NES.
Yeah, do the same thing, but just with porn. Look what's on.
Nikki, look what this girl is doing, or rather, letting be done to her.
And you've got your Nintendo controller just.
But the Eggplant Wizards are the fucking worst things in this fucking game because they are envision like a mage in a robe with a staff. All right, now take out the end of the top of that staff, put an eggplant on it. And then replace the face of the wizard with an eggplant.
You could either specialize in...
What do you major in? Eggplants?
Eggplant.
Abjuration,
conjuration, divination, eggplant.
Eggplantracy.
Aubergine.
Ooh. I'm so glad you said that because that is it aubergine. Mm-hmm. That's another.
That's what it's called word. Everywhere else.
I think I'm going to start calling them that because guess what else I learned while playing this game? Eggplant is a racial slur that I had no idea my entire fucking life.
For who?
Do you know? Do you not?
No.
No, you don't know? I can't tell.
Okay.
I can't tell if you know or not. Did you know this?
I really don't know.
You really don't know? I can't tell if you're fucking with me or not.
I'm not fucking with you. I have no clue.
It is go to Urban Dictionary, type in eggplant, and what'll come up is it's an Italian slang for a black person. And it took me a minute because it's like I read it and I was like, I don't. Oh, okay. I guess I get it now. But that's
That's a dumb one, Italy.
that's not great. That's not great. I don't like it. So now it's like ever since I learned that, I'm like, fuck, I cannot say that word ever again.
What are you having? Oh, aubergines.
Aubergines. I'm having aubergines. Oh my God! Look, you must be horny. You sent me a whole bunch of aubergine emotes.
Well, it's like I think everywhere else in the world, a pineapple is called like ananas.
Ananas?
Ananas or ananas.
Really?
Yeah. Everywhere else, but America's like, oh, pineapple.
Pineapple. That's what it is.
It's prickly like a pineapple. It's fine.
It's my favorite fruit.
My favorite fruit too.
Did you know that pineapple is Italian slang for gypsy? Gypsy is the American slang. So the Eggplant Wizards will fire eggplants at you from their staff, and if the eggplant touches you, guess what happens?
You turn into an eggplant.
You turn into an eggplant, boy. That's right. And an aubergine. Sorry. You turn into an aubergine and with feet. And all you can do is move. You can move, you can jump, you cannot fire a weapon. So getting turned into an eggplant is a really fucking bad thing.
Yeah.
Because there's only one way to remove the eggplant from you, the aubergine, I'm sorry, and that is to find a hospital that is hidden inside the dungeon. If you don't know where that hospital is, you are fucking dead trying to find it. Even if you know where it is, you have to platform back to that hospital without being able to kill a single fucking thing, and you're gonna take a bunch of fucking damage.
That's how I play the game, so it doesn't sound too bad.
Yeah. The best part about being turned into an aubergine is when you go into the room, there is a nurse there. When you go into the hospital room, there's a nurse there who, quote unquote, removes your eggplant curse, which is what I'm going to call getting a handy from here on out.
Oh, I'm heavy with eggplant. Please.
I'm so heavy.
Take this burden from me.
Remove my curse. Use thine hand, maiden. Let's see what else we got. Really, I could go on, but the only other thing that I want to talk about is this game doesn't have a standard game over screen. Whenever you die in this game, Pitt gives you a buffalo shot or an upskirt as he dies, and the screen goes black with white text that says, "I'm finished," which, could also be the eggplant
his curse is
being removed.
The nurse keeps going like, no, I'm finished.
No. When she keeps tugging. If you're curious, I think when she keeps sucking is a subreddit.
It's the RoboCop
yes,
motion,
yeah. It's all I think it's all like memes like that, right? Like the RoboCop twitching from side to side. And the only other thing I've got is this game has multiple endings. If you beat this game at max level with everything, 999 hearts, if you have everything maxed out, you get the good ending, which I don't want to spoil anything for you, but I'm going to go ahead and do that.
Okay.
You free Paducah, and she's thanking you, and her staff that she's holding flashes with bright light because she's the goddess of light. She's the light administrator. And when it flashes, you turn into a buff Icarus. You turn into man Icarus.
Your Final Fantasy class up. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And it's a man baby. And it's literally a man baby because
not a
it's
little manlet like Pitt is.
No,
it's
not a
manlet.
not a man nugget. Totally. And what happens is Paducah falls in love with you and gives you a smoocher.
So it's like, I'm going to turn you into what I think is attractive. Now I like you.
Right, yeah, exactly. Thanks for saving the world. You're still an unfuckable child. But here, this isn't weird at all. Let me turn you into
a fuckable child.
A fuckable child. Yeah, exactly. Chris Hansen shows up. It's a whole deal. But you know what?
I'm Roy Moore, God of Light.
That's the next TADPOG shirt that you have to design. It's great because people can wear it ironically and unironically. It's their choice. But yes, she gives him this man-child a smoocher, and then little cherubs show up and sprinkle hearts down upon you. If you don't get all of the things maxed out, you remain an unfuckable child, and you get a cool helmet.
Thanks, bro. Here you go.
Hey, you go. Pat. Appreciate it.
Did you have any achievements?
I do have some achievements. I have 22 achievements, which I have whittled down to, I think, 5. So I've got 22 achievements, but I'm only going to give 5 of those.
Okay.
So you're probably asking, why the hell do you have 22 achievements? And it's because I've got way too much fucking time. All I do is sit and I'm like, all right, Kid Icarus achievements. And I just crank them out. You
got a whiteboard where you're just jotting shit down.
You know, the South Park episode where they're making fun of Family Guy and they've got the manatees with the beach balls? That's essentially how I come up with achievements. No, the real reason I have 22 actually it's 23, my bad. The reason I have 23 achievements is because when I stream the games for the show on Twitch, I invite anybody there to offer an achievement. Mm-hmm. And what I've been doing is taking those and making a big old contest out of it. It's a big old Dave contest where it's like, I'm going to pick my favorite ones. So what I've done is I have picked 5 of my favorite ones, and then I threw one in that I absolutely had to.
Okay.
That's just me. All right, here we go. First one, credit goes to Shadowrunner Cody. I love the name of this achievement. Too legit to pit. And in order to unlock Too Legit to Pit, I did alter the achievement a little bit. You need to escape a falling death by using the angel's wings, which pop you back up because you're too legit.
Yeah.
You're too legit to pit. Hey. Next achievement, I love this one a lot, is Kid Icarus. And in order to unlock Kid Icarus, you need to have an aubergine wizard turn you into an aubergine. And that is credit goes to Zalnop for that one. Thank you, Zalnop. We've got one from Edgelord Kyle. The achievement is Lorena Bobbitt. And in order to unlock Lorena Bobbitt, you need to visit the nurse to remove your eggplant. The next achievement is I Want to Know What Love Is. That credit goes to Time Lord Josh Edwards for that one. In order to unlock I Want to Know What Love Is, you need to collect 999 hearts. Because those are a symbol of love.
Yeah.
Alternatively, this is my doing. This is not Josh's. I think that if you play the game with somebody who does not share your nation of origin, if you play it with a foreigner, then you can unlock I Want to Know What Love Is. Because they are the band that. Okay, you got it.
All right.
You got it. Okay.
Okay.
Last achievement, and this one is mine. This is also a song achievement. Now you're a man. And in order to unlock Now You're a Man, you need to get the good ending, turn into a fuckable child, and kiss Paducah. So there are a whole bunch of other really good achievements, but I've decided over like the last few episodes, like I gotta fucking like when I read like 8 or 9 achievements, it's like I can't be doing that. Do you have any achievements, Tyler?
I've got 2. The first one is Simon Belmont. You unlock Simon Belmont when you kill the Reaper.
Excellent.
And then it's good for kids, and you unlock that whenever you get a glass of wine and refill your health.
Wait, I don't get the reference.
It's a Nintendo game. Just marketing to kids. Like, hey, wine's good. It's good for kids.
It's grape juice.
It's Kid Icarus. It's good for kids.
It's great for kids. Kids love it. You know what? Mom approved. Tyler, I've got a few questions for you.
Hell yes.
On this show, we like to rate games based on a beard and glasses scale. If you were to give this game a beard that sums up how you feel about it, what kind of beard would it be?
It would be the long white beard of Old Testament God.
Old Testament God.
Old Testament
Is the beard
God.
like cropped? Is it like a sexy suave beard? In the New Testament?
It's old and rat. Like,
it's super old.
Yeah. Because the Old Testament God is fucking rough, man. Old Testament God don't take no shit.
But I figured right. But in New Testament, he's kind of like a friendly God.
Yeah, he's like modern, like cool God.
That's why I think he's like
It's like,
kind of.
oh, I'm the cool forgiving God. I'm not like Old Testament fucking kill your whole family because you looked at an ox God.
Not the hey dog, sacrifice your kid. Oh shit! No, you're gonna do it. No.
No, I'm just joking.
I'm just fucking with you. Old Testament God is a troll, like the king of trolls.
So yeah, I mean he's sort of compared to like New Testament God, he's sort of like outdated. I guess he still has his fans because like the Jewish people don't really, because the Jewish people don't believe the New Testament. They just go to the Old Testament. So he still has his fans, and he's difficult. He's really difficult. And he's really hard.
You know, I don't mean to sound like a hipster or anything, but I like God before he was like loving.
Before he got all Jesus-y on us.
Before he gave a damn about humanity. All right, I love that beer. That's good. Tyler, if you were to give this game a pair of glasses that sums up how you feel about it, what kind of glasses would those be?
I mean, glasses are something.
Groucho Marx glasses?
Something wrong. Shit, I should have thought about that. Something round you can look through.
Yeah.
Glasses.
Yes.
So I give it the eye of a needle that a rich man is trying to like pass through.
No, just go with the Groucho Marx disguise. What is going on here? Wait. Okay, the eye of a needle that who is trying to pass through?
It is easy. A camel. I'm trying to think the Bible quote about how hard it is to get into heaven.
Oh, super! Is it really that hard?
It's easier for a camel to get through the eye of a needle than a rich man to get into heaven.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm trying to get that camel through the eye of a needle.
Oh my god!
Because this game's really hard.
Jesus Christ!
Exactly.
No, there's no Christian overtones in this game.
That's
Tyler.
true.
I don't know.
Zeus.
Tyler.
Yes, Dave.
I enjoyed those beers and glasses very much.
Thank you.
I'm
sure Miller did too.
Yeah, why is that?
Oh, he
Big
gives
God
me more.
fan.
Huge God fan.
Huge camel fan. Hates rich people, loves camels. Let all the camels in.
That's all his business through the eye of a needle.
You know what? I'm not going to lie. Now, I'm going to go on the record. God can listen to this podcast if he wants. If God wants to listen to this podcast, he can. But if heaven's full of camels and poor people, I don't know that I want to be there. I mean, if it's like I'm just looking around and every time I look, it's a fucking...
And Mormons. Camels, poor people,
camels,
and Mormons.
poor people, and Mormons. You know what? I'm okay with
We
Mormons.
haven't made a good Mormon goof in a while.
I'm all right with Mormons.
I remember someone got really mad at us a long time ago for making a Mormon joke. And then a Mormon defended us like, no, I thought it was funny. It's fine.
I loved that. I love Defender Mormon. That was so long ago, I cannot remember who that was and if they are now regular listeners or not.
Yeah,
that's very
I don't
possible.
recall.
So, hey, if you stuck up for us, thank you.
Thank you.
We don't mean Mormons any disrespect. I think, I don't think I dated a Mormon in high school. I did date a Mormon in high school, and she was hot.
Yeah.
I'll leave it there.
Remember a guy we used to be friends with also dated a Mormon girl, and he could finger her as long as she didn't drink any Mountain Dew that day. That was her rule. Yeah,
that's a good. She was not as strict a Mormon as the one I dated. But then again, I'll be honest, I was. She
was like pouring Mountain Dew down your hand whenever you were fingering.
I know. I'm trying to get at her, and she's like, bah! She's squirting me with Mountain Dew.
Get the dew up in there. Do the dew.
Do it already. Hey, baby, you want to do it? Only if it's real cane sugar and not high fructose corn syrup.
All I can do is give you some mellow yellow. Get out of here. Get out of here with that shit.
Get out of here with your pee jokes.
I'll get you pregnant. Put the mellow yellow in the bed.
That is totally where babies come from. Look, the worst thing that could possibly happen is if the dog pees on the bed and then the mom gets in there and falls asleep.
That's what Hitler experimented with.
You're right. Yeah, that is why Hitler needed the Necronomicon to make fucking puppy babies.
Have the dog pee in the bed.
Did you know that is why? That's why the Axis lost. It's because of all the fucking dog experiments, the dog woman experiments. Okay, so
every bed in Poland will be full of dog pees.
I don't remember how we got there.
What crosses the Maginot Line? Dog piss.
If it's a girl dog pee, it's fine. That's what the Nazis discovered.
That's what Old Testament God said.
Right. That's what was passed down to us from the tablets from which Moses read. Everything else was just invented by Hollywood.
The third Testament, 10 through 15, were all about dog piss.
All about dog piss. All about that dog pee pee. That's why do dogs pass through the eye of the needle? They don't. Mm-mm. Do all dogs go to heaven? A heaven.
God would have made a movie about it if it didn't.
A heaven. Dog heaven. That's very different. Dog heaven actually equals hell. Tyler.
Yes, Dave.
I've got some more questions for you.
Yeah.
I want to know if you were to buy Kid Icarus online right now on price charting, how much do you think it would show up for on price charting? Used, loose, as the kids call it.
See, I haven't seen this game a whole lot.
Looser than a Mormon girl hopped up on Mountain Dew.
That's good.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry for that.
I'm sorry, Mountain Dew.
I'm sorry, Pepsi and Pepsi products. Is Mountain Dew Pepsi?
Yeah, I think
it has
so.
to be.
I think so.
All that Pepsi's got going for it is Mountain Dew and Dr. Pepper, right?
Yeah. And I like Diet Pepsi because it doesn't have any aspartame, but that's a whole separate thing.
To each his own, my friend.
$16.
$16. Tyler, actual retail value of Kid Icarus used loose on price charting. Also, I want to just go ahead and say it's our birthday, so we can say whatever we want on this
true.
episode. I feel like we've been a little racier than we have been in like maybe 4 years. So
got that classic TADPOG feel.
Yeah, we do got that classic TADPOG feel. But remember, it's our birthday. You can't be mad at us.
It's true.
Actual retail price of Kid Icarus loose on pricecharting.com is $17.13. You were very close. You were almost within $1.
Yeah.
I'm willing to bet that if this were the Price is Right, you'd be playing the game, and 4 other motherfuckers would be really sad right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
You want to take a guess at how much it is complete?
$44.
$61.13. How about new?
$600.
$1,300.
Damn.
It's actually $1,309.52 if you want to be exact.
Shit.
But I bet I don't know.
They might take it even 13 for it.
Right?
you can probably get them down.
I'd love to see the guy who's selling that game who's like, fuck you. No. Look, man, if you're willing to pay $1,300
you can pay $1,309.52.
Yeah, exactly. Fine, but you're covering shipping. Tyler?
Yes, Dave.
I have 10 more questions for you.
Hell yeah. Let's do
I
it.
like to put a quiz together.
I do. I love it.
This quiz is called My Name's Pitt, and your ass ain't talking your way out of this shit.
All right.
All the answers are Pitt related.
Also, I gave Brady Jr. your help off felon and I can't get up quiz.
Oh, you did?
Easy 9 for 10. Like,
really?
Bam, 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 bam.
Okay, so that was the Disney villains quiz. Well, let me guess. The one that she missed was the Great Mouse Detective.
With the Rescuers. She got the Radigan
Rescuers.
one.
Wow, she got Radigan. Mm-hmm. Wow, yeah. I'm impressed. I'm trying to remember. Oh, okay. So what you need to do is now you found her weakness, and it's the Rescuers Down Under. So now you just ask her like, okay, here's what you do. Just put together a really hard 10-question Rescuers Down Under quiz and be like, all right, Brady Jr., this is the quiz Dave brought this week.
You want a car when you turn 16? Here you go.
It's a study up. What was the name of the monitor lizard in the Rescuers Down Under? This will decide what kind of car you get. Wrong. It was Joanna. You get a Schwinn. Congratulations. Yep. I think it was Joanna. I don't know. All right. First statement of My Name's Pitt and your ass ain't talking your way out of this shit quiz. Are you ready? Mm-hmm. Born in 1963, this American actor and producer has been cited as one of the most influential, powerful, and attractive people in the American entertainment industry.
Brad Pitt?
Brad Pitt. His name's shit. His name's shit, and you ain't talking your way out of this pit. Number 2, Tyler. This American indie-tronic band from Cambridge, Massachusetts is best known for songs such as Take a Walk, Sleepyhead, and Little Secrets.
I don't know.
Passion Pit.
Shrug.
No, not Passion Pit. All right. If Jacob's listening, he got that, I promise. Question 3. This one's specifically written for you.
Okay.
2 was not. 3 is. Globochem's new mascot, a magical, pansexual, non-threatening spokes thing.
Hey, it's Pit Pat.
It is Pit Pat. Take it from me. I love you. Very good. For Mr. Show. Number 4. Born in 1981, this American rapper, singer, actor, and record producer is known for songs such as Kings of Crunk, Timber, Time of Our Lives, and Give Me Everything.
Pitbull?
Pitbull. Very nicely done.
Melissa loves Pitbull.
I figured you might get it from that angle because I knew that. Number 5, Tyler.
Yes.
A video game designed by David Crane for the Atari 2600 in which the player controls Harry, who is tasked with collecting all the treasures in a jungle within 20 minutes.
Pitfall.
That is Pitfall, correct. How many exclamation marks are in Pitfall?
3.
Just 1.
Oh,
but you
okay.
still get it. Number 6, Tyler. The commonly used term for the Great Pit of Carcoon, which housed a multi-tentacle alien beast whose his immense gaping maw is lined with rows of sharp teeth.
The Sarlacc Pit.
That is the Sarlacc Pit. I didn't even need to give you the hint. I had a hint ready to roll.
Yeah, I've seen the Family Guy Star Wars
There
specials.
you go. Number 7,
And
Tyler.
Robot Chicken.
Yes. The Sarlacc Pit shows up in a lot of stuff. Number 7, a 1990 arcade fighting game by Atari Games. It is notable for its early use of digitized live actors.
I'm ready to do it for the Super
I
Nintendo.
know you are.
Pit Fighter.
It is Pit Fighter. Very good. Correct. Doing really good. Number 8, a 1986 American comedy film starring Tom Hanks and Shelley Long as a couple who attempt to renovate a recently purchased house.
The Money Pit.
The Money Pit. That is correct. Number 9, Tyler. A well-known short story that was first published in 1842. It is about the torments endured by a prisoner of the Spanish Inquisition.
The Pit of Hell.
It was written by Edgar Allan Poe.
The Dark Pit of Raven Blackhearts.
It's the Pit and the Pendulum.
I don't know.
You don't know the Pit and the Pendulum?
I do not.
Oh, it's a good one. It's like a classic Poe. Yeah.
Yeah.
You got to read it.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I hate to be that guy who's like, what, you haven't seen Star Wars? You got to see Star Wars. But you should read the Pit and the Pendulum.
Okay.
It's
All
good.
right.
It's good. Classic Poe. Tyler, number 10. Last question. This city in the United States is known as both the Steel City and as the City of Bridges for its 446 bridges.
Also, it's sauce named after Dad. Pittsburgh.
Very good. It is
Yeah.
Pittsburgh. You got an 80. You got a B on that. That's
Yeah.
really good.
All right. Story of my life.
That's really good. That's pretty good. Hey, man, if your story of a life is a B,
B. It's all right.
that ain't
It's all
bad,
right.
man. That ain't bad at all.
That was good. I enjoyed that.
Thanks.
It was good.
You tore through it. It took a lot longer to put together than for you to tear it
That was
up.
a good one. Then. You got anything else?
No, I'm ready to close it out if you are.
All right.
Do you have anything else?
Nope.
All right, let's do it.
Thanks for listening, everybody. You can find the show on iTunes, SoundCloud. SoundCloud. No, not anymore. iTunes, Stitcher,
YouTube.
YouTube.
Listen, okay, so here's the deal with SoundCloud. We mentioned this on the Patreon episode. SoundCloud is expensive, and I don't feel like enough people use it. So what we have been using...
And they just shit on the people who do.
And
Like,
they do
it's-
shit on the people. Yeah, they charge us to upload the episodes, and then they charge you if you want to download them.
Yep.
Which fucking sucks. So, because executive producer Janie has been putting all the old episodes on YouTube, that is where the archived episodes are going to start living. So we are going to be phasing out SoundCloud. If you're currently using SoundCloud, I'm sorry, but I do honestly think that YouTube is going to be a better option for you. You can find us on YouTube by doing a search for Tyler and Dave Play Old Games. And I do not know how. I don't know how far Janie has gotten, but there are a bunch of the old episodes on there.
Yeah, a whole bunch.
And it is one of the best ways to listen to the old episodes other than they're also all on our site. They're on tadpog.com as well. You don't necessarily I don't think you have to go through on the browser, but then again, you might have to. YouTube. Go to YouTube.
Yeah.
How about
Yeah,
that?
yeah.
It'll be better for everybody.
Say, do you like all those hot sauces? Like, we like those hot sauces. Do you want to send us something? Do you want to send Choco Chica some chocolate? If you want to do that, I said it earlier, I'll repeat it again. Send it to TADPOG Studios, care of Nicole Nance, P.O. Box 3785, Paducah, Kentucky, 42002. Hey, we got shirts.
Shirts.
We got
shirts. Everybody.
Yeah.
Shirts. Thank you.
You're welcome.
It really helps the shirt sales. I don't know if you know that.
Well, that's true.
But we did that last episode. We sold a bunch of shirts.
All right. Well, okay.
That's a lie.
All right.
Yeah, that is a lie.
Was it shirts.tagpog.com?
It is shirts.tadpog.com.
The exclusive link for the exclusive Amazon link. Everything else is a bootleg.
Right.
Please go to that link.
Yes.
Got an Instagram, put stuff on there again for a little while. I don't know how long it'll last. For some reason, I have trouble keeping up with that one. But it's tadpog_podcast on Instagram.
Mm-hmm. You can find us on Facebook. Just do a search for Tadpog. You'll find us. We're on Twitter. Do a search for Tadpog on there. What I'm thinking about doing is, okay, so I like user-suggested achievements on the Twitch streams. What I think I might do is kind of make it like a gladiatorial event. And I think I might choose, like, for each episode, like, my 4 or 5 favorite ones, and then make a Twitter poll where people can vote on the best one.
Yeah.
And then someone gets something if they win. How about that?
There you go. All right.
Because I don't know. I think that's fun, right?
Yeah.
I mean, surely there's going to be no hurt feelings.
Nope.
That's the
Because
rule.
someone else does it. Yep.
That's the rule. No hurt feelings.
No butthurtness.
Yeah.
If you do, put it in a sack. Throw it away. We don't want it.
But it's also tough because it's like I want to give credit to people who wrote the achievements, but I don't want it to be a popularity contest. I want people to vote for the merit of the achievement.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I got to figure it out. It's just kind of like a thing that I came up with spring of the moment.
Okay.
I haven't figured it all out yet.
I'm down.
So I don't know. But you can find us on Twitter. You can find, I stream on Twitch. Just do a search for Tadpog on Twitch. I stream a fucking lot.
Yeah, you're doing an amazing job with that.
A lot. You can also find us on YouTube, like I mentioned, and I guess that's probably it. We have a Patreon. Hey, did you enjoy this? If you did, we do monthly bonus episodes that you can listen to for as little as $1 a month. Throw $1 our way. We actually just recorded our year-in review with Wiz and Sage Ian and Captain Gunner John. We got super drunk and talked about a whole bunch of stuff like networking, like internet networking, and The Last Jedi and stuff like that. And also like a whole bunch of statistics on like what the most listened to episode was in 2017.
Yeah, everybody loves that shit.
And stuff like that. So if you want to check it out, you can find us on Patreon. Pretty much just do a search on Patreon for Tadpog, and that'll get you there. I'd like to take a moment to thank a new donor on Patreon. I'd like to thank Drexel. I know him through Twitch. He is a streamer on Twitch. I'll have a link in the show notes to his Twitch channel if you want to check him out. And I suggest that you do it. Because he's a big PUBG player, and he has been doing some Final Fantasy randomizer too, I think. So cool stuff.
I think that's it. I even close it out. Or our theme song is Moves by Sycamore Drive. Look at that track from the show notes at tadpog.com. I even close it out, Dave.
I have one more point of order.
Order that point.
One more, and that is someone put something together that is wonderful. I don't want to spoil what it is. But it will be the stinger to this episode. I think if you are a longtime listener, I think you will love it. I love it. Tyler, I assume you love it as well.
Mm-hmm.
This was put together by Paul Pig, who does not have a title. And I think because of this, I think he really needs one. So between now and the next episode, which is going to be Kirby's Adventure, I believe, I think we need to come up with a title for Paul. Unless you have one ready in the chamber.
Because with what's coming up,
and I don't want to spoil that.
Yeah. I also think of Fallout. Something like Cowboy Repeater Paul Pig.
Cowboy Repeater Paul Pig. You want to workshop it a little bit?
Yeah, I do. That's the first thing that popped into my head.
All right, we'll come up with a title for you, Paul. I guess the point is that we love what you did, and thank you for that.
So how do you want to close it out?
Let's close it out as our favorite Greek mythological god or goddess.
Okay. So until next time, Tropical Capricorn.
Who is you?
Oh, see, I was trying to do Hades, but from Altered Beast. Yeah.
That's really good. I wish I would have thought about that. I was Poseidon.
Oh, that works too.
I was Poseidon myself.
Oh!
Hey, I'll be here all night.
Thanks for bearing with us.
We should come up with a sign-off. All the good podcasts have sign-offs.
That's it?
We don't have a punchy thing to end every show on.
Slap your mama.
So we're working on that.
So if you
That's
think of
works.
anything, let us know. Tropical Capricorn.
Boom! Boom!
Can we have it?
Boom!
Can we have it?
Yeah.
Tropical Capricorn. Tropical Capricorn.
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 Tropical Capricorn.
Tropical Capricorn.
Oh, okay.
That's it.
Tropical Capricorn.
Tropical Capricorn.
Tropical
Capricorn. I was waiting for him to open his mouth. He just is bewildered.
Tropical Capricorn.
Tropical Capricorn. Tropical Capricorn. Tropical Capricorn. Tropical Capricorn. Tropical Capricorn. Tropical Capricorn.
Tropical Capricorn.
Tropical Capricorn. Tropical Capricorn. Tropical Capricorn. Tropical Capricorn. Tropical Capricorn. Tropical Capricorn. Tropical Capricorn. Tropical Capricorn. Tropical Capricorn. Tropical Capricorn. Tropical Capricorn. Tropical Capricorn. Josh, why'd you say it? Tropical Capricorn. 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 Tropical Capricorn.
Hey, you guys. Oh,
Hey, you guys. Tropical Capricorn. Tropical Capricorn.
And that wasn't a question. What do you mean?
Tropical Capricorn.
I did it this time.